After the 8-year-olds. You mean to tell me this police officer still has his job? How kind of handcuff even fit on a child? Like, you had to seriously be mentally ill to put handcuffs on a child.
Like,
you
what was that kid doing though? What kind of tantrum? Was that kid like stabbing all man? What were they doing?
Taking crayon.
I just wanna feel alive.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Stacy and Jay, and I'm here with the one and only beautiful
Kansas City. What's up, guys?
Woo! Woo! Yes! So today we're gonna be having a discussion. And what we're gonna be talking about is
Some new and weird thing that's been happening in our society lately.
very weird with children. Like, oh my gosh. So the first topic, children getting penalized for calling their friends a best friend.
Yes. So basically, if me and Colleen are in daycare and I go, "Hey Colleen, you're my best friend,"
Woohoo!
you gonna get in trouble. And I'm gonna get in trouble. So I actually heard this over the radio and I was shocked. I'm like, really? We're gonna, it's like, I feel like society has been finding all sort of ways to pull out the like innocence of children.
Yeah.
Any sort of way they just want to take it out. And it's not fair. What they're saying is that children can either get time out, kicked out of class, or even school, just because it's like a social class kind of thing. Kind of like you can use that word to manipulate the next child or make others feel like
bad.
They're not included. And I get it, but it's not enough to be like you're in trouble for calling that person your best friend.
I see why they're saying that it's a problem. I get that. You know what I mean?
Too,
I get that, but to suspend a child for calling another
even suspend, to even get in trouble,
just
like
to get in trouble.
Really?
You can say, "Oh, that's my really good friend." Maybe different words they can teach them to
Well, I guess that would be nice too, but that's kind of traumatic. Coming to school and thinking, as a child, something that's not bad, that you know
it's not bad.
It's like, "Oh, come over here, best friend," and your teacher's like, "No, stay over there because you're in trouble.
You're bad. You use the best friend word."
That's ridiculous. I'm like, these people gotta stop and let these kids be kids.
Yeah.
Because the moment they get in trouble is when we all point fingers and Let them be kids. Are you guys kidding me? They want to take away everything. They're even taking out phones, I heard too. But they've been doing it.
Yeah, they've been taking out phones. Because I remember going to school with a phone. You cannot take it out while you're, in class listening to
but on lunchtime.
You know what? They are taking out phones. My sister told me that her son, when they enter the classroom, they have to put their phone in a bin. His phone got stolen 2 times.
No.
And she's just like, she argued about it. She's like, you know what? If there's an emergency, I need to get in contact with my son. If anything happens, that phone is very important. You cannot take their valuables away from them because of what? It's up to that child if they want to listen in class. It's up to them.
We gotta find ways to teach kids instead of taking away.
Exactly, how to be responsible.
That's a better way.
Telling them why instead of just taking.
That's a better thing.
From them.
Let's teach them instead of steal from them.
Yeah, explain to them why. Because kids are curious.
Yes, exactly. They don't know, and they're looking upon us to guide them. So something that's not really bad, but as adults we're realizing it is, we gotta explain. We can't just be taking stuff away from them,
like
leaving them confused when they grow older.
Yeah.
What's nice, what's not nice. And that's basically even at our age what we have to figure out, especially as people. Now we're like, okay, what's nice? What can I say? What can't I say?
Yeah.
Kids have to go through this too, even in daycare, and that's unfortunate.
And you know what's so messed up that you say that? Growing up, my mom would tell me, "No boys." I'm like, why? Boys are cool. I get along with boys. Why no boys? You know? And I had to find out the hard way why. I mean, it's not that like I was an easy target or anything, but I did not understand why she was saying stuff like "no boys, I don't want you talking to boys." Like that one time, remember when we were younger, we went to a boy's house. We were just playing and having fun. And remember, do you not remember this? My mama, I got in trouble, okay?
I remember that. But upstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, your mom came upstairs?
Yes.
I know.
She's like, "You're at a boy's house." Oh, like she was
going haywire, livid, right?
Yes.
Oh, hell to the no.
She was livid, mind you. There was only 2 boys in that house, right? And his mom was home, and there was a bunch of girls. We're just having a good time, and she was livid. And it's just like, why? Explain to me. You know, if you explain these things to me, I would understand.
But the thing is, too, old school, a lot of parents don't feel like they owe their child any damn explanation.
That's true.
It's like, really, I gotta tell you why?
Yeah.
But I feel like, especially in somewhere,
experience, how are you supposed to know why?
Yeah, and it's somewhere like, to bring it back to the kids now, if someone's in school, that's a place of learning.
Exactly.
That's the perfect opportunity to guide these children. Exactly. Not to rob them of things that even at my big age is like, really, they got in trouble for that. These people want to make rules out of nowhere. Y'all better fix it.
They're setting up these children to fail. Best friend? Like, come on, my daughter uses that word. That's my best friend.
They crazy.
You need to tell me you're going to punish a 3-year-old for saying, oh, I have a best friend? That's ridiculous.
And even when you said like your sister's child, his phone got lost, stolen twice. They should have put it on their tab. They should have.
That's what my sister was arguing. Like, you guys need to replace this phone.
Which is right. They should.
iPhones, okay? iPhone 10.
They should replace it. I remember when we were in grade 4, and there was a kid in my class that his Xbox or something got stolen.
Why did he bring that Xbox to school though?
This guy came with it in grade 4. Yeah. Why did this guy's mom come in the class? She's like, somebody stole my son's Xbox. If I can't find it, everybody in the class has to pay $10. Yo, she was telling every student in that class they have to pay $10. I'm looking at my pocket like, what?
She sounds crazy.
I have to go home and get my $10 ready. This lady was like, she was gonna come back. Playing. She wasn't playing.
No, she's not playing. She's crazy like me. That's probably something I.
Y'all better fix it, man. Let these kids be kids.
Let them be kids, y'all. Honestly.
Let them be kids.
Like, seriously, best friend, seriously, like, I get it, but explain to them in a way like, you know what,
something has to happen.
Like, if you single out this person being your best person, the other kids are gonna feel sad about it. And how do you feel when you feel sad, when you're not included? You know, let them know, talk to them. Children are like sponges. They understand when you talk to them.
No, they're turning I get discipline. Don't get me wrong. I feel like as children,
they need discipline.
They need discipline, okay?
But
they
talk
do,
to them
especially nowadays. But we shouldn't be turning schools into asylums.
Yeah, I agree.
These are places where they're there most of the time of their lives.
Exactly.
These are places where they need to learn themselves, who they are, their learning styles. They need to learn social, how to deal with other people.
Yeah.
They don't need to be continuously robbed from their childhood. Jesus.
It's not fair.
It's not. The world society already has plenty of ways of doing that. Allow school to be a place of where children could really express themselves.
Yeah. No, I agree. And speaking of expressions, tantrums.
Okay, which brings us to our next topic. So apparently a child was arrested at 6 years old because of a tantrum. So can you explain more to me? Where was this? Where did this take place?
So this was somewhere in the United States of America, and apparently the same cop that arrested that 6-year-old, a 6-year-old little girl, arrested an 8-year-old boy also. And his license did not get revoked. He's still a police officer. He was just suspended from the job. After the 8-year-old, you mean to tell me this police officer still has his job? How kind of handcuff even fit on a child? Like, you had to seriously be mentally ill to put handcuffs on a child.
Like, what was that kid doing though? What kind of tantrum? Was that kid like stabbing all man? What were they doing?
Taking crayons and stabbing the kids? Like, I don't understand. He pinned the little girl to the floor. Remember, to handcuff somebody, you have to make sure their hands are behind their back like this. So, seriously.
That's traumatizing.
Thank you. It's very traumatizing. Imagine when she grows up. She's gonna hate police officers.
She's gonna hate a lot of people. She's gonna hate a lot of people.
Nobody. She's gonna have mental issues. I don't call that over her life.
Here's the thing.
I do rebuke that.
You see what you just said? She's not gonna trust nobody. I feel like that's a main issue with the youth today.
Yeah.
They don't know who to trust.
Exactly.
That's just it. They don't know who to trust. So what ends up happening is they do put their trust in somebody eventually, but not the right person.
And it's usually the opposite sex that they rely on.
Guys, let's make it make sense. As adults, we do have a responsibility.
We do.
Like, I know it's like, oh, I'm not no role model, blah blah blah. Say whatever you want. The truth is, people are watching.
We all have a
mostly
role to play.
Children. Yeah, we do have a role to play.
Whether we know it or not, we're playing a
I'm not
role.
gonna sit here and act like we're perfect as adults, because we all know we ain't clearly.
Exactly.
But at the same time, we have a role and a responsibility. As cliche as this sounds, children are the future.
They are. We were once kids.
They're the future, okay? So if we messing up, they're gonna look up to us like they messing up, we messing up too.
Exactly.
And then they're gonna do the same thing, and it's gonna keep on happening.
Generational curses.
There needs to be a protocol, especially for police, on how to deal with children.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there is by now, but something needs to make sense. You can't be arresting 6-year-olds. Unless
that 6-year-old.
Unless that 6-year-old has a loaded gun or a knife in his hand, they shouldn't be put on the floor. They shouldn't be dealt with.
Yeah.
Like that.
No.
It's unfair. We need to do better.
We need to do much better. Like, that is ridiculous. The fact that you even arrested a child in the first place, how do you still have your police? How do you still have your license? How are you still on the job the first time around that you did that?
I feel like being a police, a trait that you need to have is discernment.
Discernment. But you know what? If it was another child of race, I'm not even gonna talk about that. But if it was another child of race,
they probably would have
got fired.
We all know how it goes.
Probably would have been in jail.
We all know how it goes, and that's just how it is. It shouldn't be that way, but that's how it's set up to be. I don't like to say that's how it is. Like, that's how it should be. Yeah. That's how it's set up. Yeah, I should say. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but I believe, you know, times will change.
It will.
And I'll be waiting for that time.
We'll be waiting, y'all. But yeah, that was today's discussion. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Yeah. What are your thoughts on what we spoke about today? We have children getting penalized for calling best friends, and we also have 6-year-olds getting arrested. Do you think this police officer should be in jail? Do you think this police officer should still have their job? Like, I mean, common sense is not so common anymore, but to put handcuffs on a 6-year-old is ridiculous. It's stupid, and my mind is just blown. Like, I really don't understand why you would even think to do that. Yeah. And then you're getting retrained, you're on suspension, probably still getting paid on suspension for doing this stupid act. You should be fired. Retraining,
like, sir, don't arrest 6-year-olds.
Like, what? You have that type of mental illness.
The training was from 9 o'clock to 9:03. Don't arrest children.
Oh gosh. No, man, this is crazy.
I mean, you just have to laugh because it's like, really, the things that happen around this world, especially unfortunately to children, is like,
it's stupid.
It's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate, and it's stupid, and it's not fair. And the fact that these kids have to grow up so quickly and have to go through these traumatizing experiences is not cool. No. Alright. But yeah, y'all, that is our discussion. Like I said, leave your comments down in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, thumbs up the video, you know. Stay blessed and be blessed, y'all.
Take care, guys. It's your girl Tana City.
Yeah, we out. We out here.